Hello, in this video I'm going to discuss the new upgrade that fixes Bitcoin's biggest issue. Before we talk about the solution, let's contextualize the problem. So for many years, Bitcoin has had one big issue which has remained unresolved. So let's take a look. And if you've researched Bitcoin, I'm sure you will already have come across the Bitcoin scalability problem. So let's take a quick look at the Wikipedia article about it. The Bitcoin scalability problem refers to the limited capability of the Bitcoin network to handle large amounts of transaction data on its platform. And why is this? This is because there's a limit on the amount of data, namely 1 megabyte, is the maximum size that the Bitcoin network can handle each 10 minutes. So each block in the blockchain can only be 1 megabyte. And this comes down to between 3.3 and 7 transactions per second maximum. And if you understand this, it becomes clear very quickly why this is a huge problem, because existing solutions like Visa and MasterCard handle thousands of transactions per second. And here Bitcoin, the new technology that's meant to become money for the world, can only do 3.3 to 7 transactions per second. And if we read further in the article, it says how other blockchains have handled this, like Ethereum, and here it mentions Bitcoin Cash, a hard fork of Bitcoin that has increased this maximum limit, this maximum block size, to 32 megabytes. So instead of 1 megabyte, the maximum capacity has become 32 times bigger, so it can handle 100 transactions per second. But still, this places a hard limit on the maximum amount of transaction data that the network can handle. And this is where the solution comes in. So this is news from bitcoin.com. It reads, Bitcoin Cash prepares adaptive block size limit upgrade, commits to network scaling. So remember, network scaling is what this is all about, the Bitcoin scalability problem, which is still unsolved and which makes it so that Bitcoin cannot scale to a world currency. And let's read this article. Bitcoin Cash, the usability-focused Bitcoin hard fork, is preparing to perform a blockchain-wide upgrade slated to happen on May 15th. The upgrade implements the adaptive block size limit, allowing the network to adapt to future increases in demand without having direct input from actors, avoiding the opportunity for social attacks. So there's actually a countdown to this network upgrade, and you can find this on cash.coin.dance. So currently, the network upgrade is planned for 6 days from now, on May 15th, on 12 p.m. UTC time. And this is also the same time when a Bitcoin Cash conference will be happening, BCH Bliss, which will take place in Slovenia. So it's planned on the overview, on the schedule, to take place during the conference. So here it says upgrade celebration at the first block with the dynamic block size. So it's a kind of a big deal that this will be activated very soon. The article also explains the mechanism behind this upgrade. It says, the upgrade seeks to prepare the network for an eventual rise in transaction demand by implementing an adaptive block size limit, ABLA, that allows for rapid congestion responses without external action. The algorithm corresponds to a proposal made in April of last year, which describes the benefits this change brings to the network. ABLA is designed to automate the response of Bitcoin Cash to a sudden rise in block size utilization. So this simply means that the blockchain is used more, so a higher transaction volume, using the evolution of mined blocks as an input. So it looks at the historic usage over the past period and then adapts the limit based on this input, so from the blocks mined in the past. This means the blockchain will answer automatically to these changes without resorting to manual interactions requiring consensus from network participants. This brings advantages to the network and protects it from social attacks, delegating the decision to the algorithm itself. The proposal stresses that needing to coordinate manual increases to the Bitcoin Cash block size limit incurs a meta cost on all network participants, opening the door for social attacks derived from disagreements. And then I was asked to also comment on this proposal by the author of the article. So I stress that a hard-coded limit is a contentious topic of discussion of when to raise it and by how much. So it's overall very bullish that Bitcoin Cash was able to solve this issue in a comprehensive way and come to a long-term solution. So that's what I was quoted with in the article. So I was glad to contribute this quote. Then also another developer, Jason Dresner, noted that this upgrade fixes an important economic vulnerability that was introduced in 2010 and led to the Bitcoin Cash Bitcoin network split in 2017. Dresner also stated that ABLA solves the artificial block size scarcity caused by a hypothetical rise in transactions that take users to use custodian intermediaries and competing networks, as has happened with other blockchains. While ABLA implementation will change nothing shortly, as the current limit is far from being reached with today's network demand, it signals the commitment of Bitcoin Cash to adapt to future demand increases swiftly. The proposed changes also maintain the current 32 MB as a floor, maintaining a standby capacity even when the network is underused. So this kind of summarizes the new adaptive block size limit, which is coming to Bitcoin Cash in 6 days from now. So it will be very cool to actually count down to this upgrade with the other people with the other Bitcoin Cash enthusiasts in Ljubljana in Slovenia. I definitely intend to make a video on the Bliss conference in Ljubljana when I get back. So stay tuned for that, especially because I get to be a speaker speaking on the state of the cash tokens ecosystem. So that kind of wraps it up for this video. I'm curious to hear what everyone thinks about this new upgrade from Bitcoin Cash, the adaptive block size limit. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.